Just think of something.
I get really weird videos of like cows that have huge like ulcers that get cut open and then
I've seen
Yeah,
those.
dude, they're freaking nasty. But I just can't stop watching them.
Yeah,
The freaking like pus just starts flowing out, dude, and they're just like cutting it open.
Yeah.
There's no warning or anything.
Bro.
Anything like that on yours? The cow pus? Do you see cow pus on your For You page?
Puss?
Welcome back to Organic Matters. I'm your co-host, Dominic George.
I'm also your host, co-host, Tomas Salas.
And we have our first guest. Introduce yourself.
My name is Joeshark.
Yes.
Joeshark is a YouTuber, also production or content producer. He puts out stuff on YouTube, apparently on TikTok now, just a little bit.
Yeah.
And what else do you do?
I stream on Twitch.
That's his main thing. Definitely Twitch.
Is that your main thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing
gotcha.
a lot of.
So yeah, definitely check out the stream. Joeshark 6.
Yes.
Okay, Joeshark 6.
Joeshark 6.
So yeah, that's the stream. So talk about what it's like to stream, because I haven't really streamed much personally. I've tried, but I never really did. I don't think
it's hard.
First of all, I wanted to get like, it's actually like, you know, you think it's easy, right? It's like you turn on the thing and then you're just like, oh hey guys, whatever. But to keep continuously talking just to get like people to stick around longer is actually like really difficult.
Oh, trust me.
A skill.
We know, because we've checked the podcast retention rates and they're not as high as usually.
Yeah, but it's like to have people stick around and come back, especially just random people.
Do you have an audience? Like a solid base of people who come back and watch?
There actually is, like, I can even name just certain usernames, like 4 or 5 different people that like come back to different streams. I always like once a stream because I stream for like. Because I've also been streaming, I realized I picked up something as you stream at a consistent time, people are more likely to show up.
Really?
Yeah. Like, mine set up usually 9:15. So, that every day, usually at 9:15, I go live, and then usually I have people come in around that time. But I realized if I stream sooner or stream after that, it's, like, too late, and people will just won't, like, show up.
How long do you usually stream for?
I usually stream till 12, so, like, 4 hours, 3 hours?
Yeah.
So it's pretty decent, but especially I will say, like, I used to stream on my PlayStation. Not it at all, because I got on the PC.
Yeah. And then you got to be able to like look at the people talking, right?
Well, have you set up your chat yet? So you can
I did set up the chat. I even said I got it so I could have sub alerts, because I didn't even realize when people were following. I wasn't thanking people for following, and then they would just leave.
Yeah. How many followers do you have?
I'm up to like 90 now.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
So let's talk about a little bit of your YouTube channel. How's the YouTube channel been going? How's your upload schedule? Consistent, right?
I'd say so.
Sounds super.
Oh, it is super.
Like once every 2 months.
Something like that.
I can relate to that.
It's hard
totally
when you put out like bangers like Fortnite Fake Taxi. It's really just so difficult to keep uploading. You know, I'm just afraid of upstaging myself. You know.
What do you mean?
I don't know. If the next upload's not good enough, then Fortnite Fake Taxi might always be.
Is that your most popular upload?
Like recently, Fortnite Fake Taxi has gained a landslide of views. It didn't hit above like 50 when it first went, and now it's above 100. Like, I don't know what happened.
Sometimes there's videos that are like similar to it that blow up, and then because of that, it gets like recommended better. Mm-hmm. Like there was this one video on my channel. It was like my flipping progression one. It was at like 70,000 views, and then it like another flipping progression video like got super popular. And then, since that one got popular, mine got recommended more. So it gained, like, another 50,000 views.
Dude, my most...
And that's like, the most, like, YouTube fame I've ever gotten, ever. It was super cool.
Do you think that your Fortnite Taxi is your highest quality video?
Personally, I want to say, yeah.
So the most popular video is your most high quality, is what you're saying?
No, the most popular video is actually Fortnite clowning around or something like that.
Dude, that thumbnail is actually good though.
The thumbnail was a banger though.
But do you think that's a bad quality video?
I would say yeah, it's a worse quality video than what I do now. But okay. I also thought it was really good then.
I'm saying that because my most popular video was me opening a plush that I uploaded in like 6th grade, and it's got I don't know I haven't checked in a while. I think it's like 18,000 views. I don't know. Oh, no, it's 30-something.
Yeah, it's definitely 30. It's like 32.
Yeah. The other one that was 17. But that video is so bad. That is I have like higher quality videos that are like 1,000 that I'm like proud of. But that video is it's so cringy. The worst part is, one, I don't know what happened. I think YouTube disabled the comments because I didn't do that personally.
Because you're a kid.
Yeah.
Because minors like.
But dude, the whole comment section was filled with, bro, he farted at this timestamp.
Did you fart?
I will. Okay, what I did is I was putting on like a pin that came with the plush, and when I put it on, I was like,
you ripped a fat one.
No, I was like, all right, put it on, with my mouth, right? But it was like. It was with your lips, like.
Yeah, but it was like. It wasn't with your tongue.
It was like that. I was like, and it sounded like a real fart. It was like It could be used as like a sound effect, is what I'm saying. It was like a textbook juicy fart.
Textbook fart.
And dude, it was like the whole comments was, dude, he ripped ass at 1:32, and you go there and it's just me going. But dude, I'd made another sound before that, and the people were just like, bro, he keeps farting during this video, and I was like, I didn't even fart, bro. Stop bullying me. Why are you bullying me?
What's your editing process like?
Okay, my editing process.
Yeah, like what do you use?
I use this website called like Clipchamp because it's free, but then I paid money for a premium, so
Wait.
I just get Premiere Pro.
How much is it?
It's like $20. Bro.
Is it a month?
Yeah, it's $20 a month.
Dude, Premiere Pro is $20 a month.
Yeah.
Because we're students, I don't even think you need to like really confirm that you're a student. As long as you say you're a student, you can get every single Adobe thing for $20 a month.
I know I'm just gonna switch over, but like, let's say right now, like basically every other one of my videos, I put it in there, I edit, I cut it down. Cutting down Fortnite stuff is just so difficult.
Oh yeah.
Like more than I thought, because transitioning between one fight to the other and not having it be completely scuffed, is so incredibly
scuffed.
hard.
Like what do you mean? Like making it look
like more genuine, because it's like. Because you know how Fortnite is. It's like, let's say I get like 5 kills where I land. Mm-hmm. But then, like, let's say the next 10 minutes is just me running around looking for people. The only thing I can really throw in is when I throw in a good commentary when I'm around, like, the next area.
In the middle, like, when you're running, do you say, like, funny stuff sometimes?
Yeah.
And then you put that in?
Well, yeah, I, like, purposefully try to, like, just come up with stuff.
Is that, like, the transitions?
Complain. Yeah, that's why I just complain. Basically.
Do you have any, like, purposely bad jokes that you don't leave in? Like, stuff that isn't funny?
Stuff that just isn't funny. Sometimes, yeah, when I'm just angry or scared or, like, upset.
You're scared?
Bro, have you seen some of the kids in Fortnite?
You see someone doing an 8-layered ramp rush, you're like, oh no, Scoops! And then you run away.
Yeah, well...
Raggy? Is it...
I mean, I do leave in stuff that's, like, not funny. Like, I do remember my reaction to, like, the cube or, like, the whatever event, because Fortnite does those. It's like, I left in a couple of jokes that I thought just didn't hit the mark because I just thought I could
You need something in?
Yeah, I need something, and B, I could make it something else with just a little bit of editing. Mm-hmm. Like just moving the camera around or something like that. Just, I don't know why.
I mean, yeah, that does work. That does work. Like, I've seen, like, I do that on some of my videos too.
Yeah, where I was just literally like, okay, you know what? I kind of like this joke. Let's just enhance it a little bit. Polish that turd. And put it out there. Put it out for my fan base.
How would you describe the humor? Is it like
brainless?
Is it meme humor?
It's like meme humor.
So it's kind of like who is like an example of meme humor?
What comes to mind is I would say Two Man.
Oh.
Like, but I'm closer to Two Man. But like. Well, because you have to remember, like, the type of things I find funny is usually dry or really stupid.
Oh, I have an example. So I was talking to Joe, right? Just like a FaceTime call. And I go, I didn't know what city I was born in because the hospital, like, isn't there anymore. So I was like, Joe, what city was I born in? And Joe goes, Kansas. And he was crying. He was literally crying for like 15 minutes after, and we were just, Kansas. Just you're born in Kansas, the city, Kansas, Indiana.
I was like, who's born in Kansas? No one's born in Kansas.
Is Kansas an actual city?
Kansas is a state.
No, like in Indiana. In Indiana. No, there are some states that are they have the same name as cities. I thought maybe Kansas was a city in Indiana.
No,
like Mexico. There's a city called like New Mexico in
it's
Indiana.
called New Mexico City though.
No, it's not.
It literally is.
I don't think it is. I think it's just called New Mexico.
No. It makes sense. Like New York. New York is a real place.
No, bro. Oh god.
No, but New York's a place. There's no place called New Mexico. It's New Mexico City. That's like the capital. Yeah, but Kansas, Indiana, Joe.
I want it to be real. If I believe hard enough, it's
But yeah, see? Like, look.
You know what the cool thing is, though? Is because on the internet, you don't actually have to be the most, like, comedic person. Like, I've done, like, live streams before, and I've made, like, semi-cool jokes and, like, good humor. And people stayed on, and I was like, they're like, wow, you're really good at, like, captivating your audience. And I'm like, I'm really just not even that funny right now.
I feel like I need someone to help me be funny. I'm not funny by myself, but like the video I filmed with Joe.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Mom.
Tell Dominic we are having chili instead of I'm not getting
We're having chili.
Okay.
an hour.
Like,
Want this
We're
later
having
then?
chili tonight, son.
40 minutes of quiet.
Hey, sweetie.
Okay, well, I'm
Oh, I love Joe.
Okay, cool.
leaving.
Now you're having chili.
We were just talking about that. Wait, can we talk about how we got Joe here? This story
no.
is so funny. This could literally be the whole podcast and just this story.
Literally.
All right, so
We're on a tight schedule right now.
okay, so
actually.
we tried to pick up Joe, right? So what happens is last night I text Joe. I'm like, hey, could you come over to my house and film a podcast at 1? Okay. So then this morning I tried calling him. 12, doesn't answer. 1, doesn't answer.
I called Dominic actually before this, like, yo, is the podcast on? Like, when are we doing this?
Okay. So then 1:30, doesn't answer. So then we're like, Tomas is like, all right, here's the plan. we're gonna go to his house and we're gonna knock on his door and be like, Joeshark, can you come out to play? Or like ask his parents, is Joeshark home? Can you come out to play? And that's the plan, like old fashioned like summer kid style, right? So we go in the car, we're singing on the way to Joeshark's house, all fun and
We're
games.
vibing out.
And then we get to his house. And there's no car in the driveway.
Park the car.
I have to get out with my crutches, the whole process. And then my girlfriend's in the back just waiting. So we get out, ring the doorbell. The dogs start barking. No, nothing. No movement.
Not at all. Nothing,
Zero. Absolutely nothing. So then we proceed to
Ring the doorbell a couple more times.
stand there for 50
Dogs continue barking. Right. Right now it's like minute 3, alright? We're just like sitting there, standing. I start hitting it a couple more times. Dom starts freestyling. I'm
Yeah.
just like bouncing around.
Yeah, we really freestyled.
Dom was just like trying to pass the time. Every 30 seconds I'd hit it with another ring.
And that it's
A couple times we heard we semi heard vibrations coming from the house. We're like, oh,
yeah.
is he coming?
We swear
Is
to
someone
God,
coming?
we hear like a movement. We hear like a little, and we'd be like,
Dude, he's coming.
and we stay quiet for like another 30 seconds. We'd be like, and then we heard the dogs like barking at the door, then run away barking like they were barking at someone, and then come back, and we were like, oh, so maybe someone's in the house and the dogs are coming. So we stand there for like 15 minutes ringing the doorbell, and then at the one final time, Tomas goes like, and then the garage door opens, and we're like, Joeshark, and then his dad comes out.
He comes out with his phone in his hand. He's like, hey guys, like, what's up? Dom's like, hi, Mr. Ferraro. Like, what's up? Like, is Joeshark home?
And he's like, I think he's still sleeping. I think he had a long night last night. And we're like, oh, can you wake him up? And he's like,
Can you guys come back in 30 minutes? He shows us a picture of him on his business call. He literally had like his boss on the phone or something and was like, I'm on a call right now. Like, I was just in my office. You guys come back in like 30 minutes?
Oh, like, oh, so sorry for interrupting you. We'll go. So then we leave, right?
We felt really bad.
So we were gonna
we
were gonna come back, get food for Tomas, and then come back, right? And we're gonna give him chips and queso because we felt bad. And then Joeshark calls. And then Joe, explain what happened. Explain why no one was the door.
So basically, I was disturbed from my sleep, my peaceful slumber. Get this. Apparently, my dad comes downstairs. You know, he's kind of fuming. He's feeling some type of way. I can't imagine why. But then he tells me that there's these two strangers on our doorstep for like 30 minutes blowing up his door. And that it's my fault. And I was like... I think I literally put my arms up like this while he was talking. I was just like, the hands, they might be coming. I was not having it, and he was not having it, and so he's like, you get up right now.
It was valid. He was validly angry.
Yeah, and so and then I look at my phone, which is, by the way, on max volume, and I was like kind of laying on it basically. I was like this, like, because I ASMR, pretty cool. And so I was sitting there. It was on max volume, and I look at my phone because I check the alerts, respectfully, and I see that Dom has called me about like 45 million times, roughly, give or take. I call him back. I'm like, so, what happened? And he's like, we have the podcast today. Don't you remember? I was like, yeah, totally. Keep in mind, I went to bed at 11.
Like p.m.
Like 11 p.m. So it's not like I went to bed at like 3 in the morning and just like passed away. It's like I went to bed at a normal time and my body was just like...
And then you were passed away.
Yeah, and then I was basically just in a coma.
So apparently... So I thought about it, and because Joe said, my dad said that there were two strangers at the door. I'm like, your dad knows me. And I thought about it, and his interaction was kind of weird. It didn't seem like he knew me. And then I realized that, he probably didn't recognize me because I'm wearing a backwards hat and I grew up my facial hair and I have crutches.
And we didn't have Speedos on.
Yeah. So, because he knows this from diving, because Joey's a swimmer. And that's where I met. But we can talk about that in a second. But, yeah. So, I'm like, he probably just didn't recognize it was us. He probably would have given us a different answer. So then he's like, yeah, so, I don't know about podcasts today. We're like, so then I screamed. I was mad at him, and I was telling him like, "Come on, Joe."
Are we at Chipotle yet?
Yeah, you're in line.
You were in line.
Dude, the line took so long.
I was just standing around laughing.
So then he was laughing, and then his brother was laughing, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is such classic Joeshark moment." I swear to God. Then we finally.
His brother was there?
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother knew. That he just was...
Wait, your brother was home?
Yeah.
You know, I wonder why he didn't answer. My brother was home, and he was taking a deuce the whole time, and he didn't know who was at the door. So basically, yeah, my house was empty.
So Joe was sleeping, Max was taking a poop.
It was the opposite of empty. It was full, actually.
Yeah.
There were 3 men there.
We were vibing.
Goodness, Joeshark.
And then Joe finally, after 30 minutes of yelling, goes, "Yeah, I'm not doing anything today." I'm like, "Why didn't you say that at the beginning?" I'm like, "Can we come get you?" He's like, "Yeah, probably." I'm like, "Oh my god!" So then we kidnapped him, and then he showered and everything, and then yeah, he's here. But that's the process. But as our first guest, it was so scuffed. Oh my god.
No, fam. I was just trying to get you that content, you know what I'm saying? Run out that runtime, pad it out a little bit,
dude.
Run an ad.
But anyways, so that's
We've made 0 money off the podcast so far.
But yeah,
we've actually lost money.
This zoom in on me. This video is sponsored by Organic Matters official podcast plus the merch. Buy it.
We don't have merch.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming. Follow TikTok. The TikTok.
Yeah, the TikTok. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Apple Podcasts.
Venmo.
Us.
But yeah, we can talk about how we met Joeshark.
And we got the flyer.
Want to know what's funny? I kind of forgore a lot of when.
All right.
Actually,
Me
no,
too.
I remember when we met, kind of.
So.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember. I remember.
So we freshman year we
started diving.
We started diving because there were no male divers, and we did like backyard tramp,
freestyle trampoline.
So yeah, we knew how to do flips and stuff, right?
Went out for the. My dad was like, try out for the dive team, and I'm like, all right. I'm like, Dom, let's try out for the dive team.
I was like, all right, bet. So then we're diving, right? It's like our first meet, and we're like on the same side of the locker room. We're like sophomore and freshman are on one side, and junior, senior on the other side. We're on the same side as Joeshark, and Joeshark is talking to one of our friends. Is like friends with someone in our grade. So I was like, oh, kind of, and I thought it was weird. I thought it was so weird, and he had a weird voice, even though my voice was really weird as well. But I was like, this guy's kind of weird on God. And all he talks about is Fortnite. So maybe not talk to him. So then tell him the one time.
Me and Joeshark met different, if that's how you met him. So, about a week into the season, we get our warm-ups, right? We're like, oh, me and Don are like, oh, this is sick. We got our, like, warm-ups. We got, like, Adidas pants, Adidas jacket on. Like, these are cool. These are awesome things to wear. They're like, and so me and Don were like, all right, the first meet, we gotta wear our warm-ups to school. Mm-hmm. And then, like, we could just wear them to after school to the meet. And apparently, this rumor went around the swim team that Joeshark told us divers that if we wear our warm-ups to school, we'll be, like, cool people, and, like, it'll look super cool, and then, like, everyone will think we'll look cool, but actually we'll look like stupid kids because no one wears their warm-ups to school. And so I get wind of this and I'm like, I'm not letting this happen. I'm not letting an upperclassman bully me around. I felt like I was a guy who just got to prison and I had to beat up the biggest guy there. So the meet comes around. We finish the meet. I, like, win or something. Joeshark is, like, walking to the bus. I'm, like, walking to the bus. So I see him. I'm like, I walk up to him. I'm like, hey, I heard about this story. Like, what, did you tell him that or something? I looked cool here. I forget what happened, but I looked cool. And the whole swim team was like, oh, shoot, Joeshark's getting it. Joeshark's getting it from the new diver. And then he apologized like a little baby. Totally set the tone.
And then Tomas was like talking to me on the way home. He's like, Dom, did you see that? Dude, I totally just told him off. Like, he totally just like a little baby, dude. You see that? and then we like talked to you on the way back or whatever because you were sitting next to the other kid. And then I played Fortnite with you once, and then I kept playing Fortnite with you. So then that's how we became friends. And then you guys just, I don't know what happened with
I think it's fine. Yeah,
I mean, it was fun. I was just like, I didn't think you guys would believe me.
Was that an actual thing?
No.
What even happened?
Okay, so what happened was, it's just like, I don't know, I was talking. I tried to convince, like, the other guys, you know, the other, like, freshmen. I just thought it would be funny. And, like, you have to remember, all the upperclassmen were like, Joe, it's not, like, you know, my good friends on the team, they were like, Joe, that's not going to work. There's no way. I was like, you know what, it might not work on the swimmers. What if I tell the diver?
Did you actually tell us? Because I feel like me and Dom came up with that idea.
No, I think he told us. I'm pretty sure he told us.
I think I told you guys.
I remember him telling us, I believe.
I think I told you.
They look cool, though.
They did look pretty cool. But, like, I remember, because I told the swim team originally, you know, like, the younger ones, because I was talking with them, because you guys you're younger than me. It's not, like, weird. I was just like, hey this is procedure, and then they were like, no, it's called Joe's trolling you, and I was like, dang it, bro, I was trying to get him. Oh, but look at that dive team over there. The way they're moving has got me in a trance.
So you actually did get us.
Yeah,
you should have stood up for yourself and called me an idiot.
No. You scared me.
Did I not scare you, Joe?
I don't know. No.
Was I short?
Yeah, you're short. You have the intimidation of a squeaky toy. Like, not gonna lie, you know, it's not bad.
Does the beard help?
No, the beard makes you look like just a frat boy.
It's the backwards hat. It's just because I can't shower very easily.
You gotta do the frat thing where you insult me and compliment me in the same sentence. Like,
yo, I love you, bro, but you're not going to the party. You brought some hot chicks, but nah, you gotta get out of here.
Bro, what's funny is you see those videos on TikTok. Yeah. I met frat guys at my last job. Like, they're in the frat as we speak. Like, that is how they talk to me. That's actually how they act? Like, yeah, one of them was my cabinet, so and he was also worked in my program, so I spent, like, every single day with him. Love the guy, he's so great.
Joe,
he's fantastic.
Dude, I love you, but you're so weird.
No, he literally would say stuff like this. He's like, Joe, I love you, but you were just
weirdest.
Beep an idiot. You are just monetization. You are just an idiot.
Okay, wait, what were your first impressions of like us?
Okay, the first impressions of you guys was like, okay, first of all, first year of the dive team, like we had 2 guys who didn't know how to dive, and like our points in the dive kind of go. Diving points are kind of important, to be honest, because they can kind of sink or sail a meet sometimes. And they were
sinking.
The diving meets were a lot funnier in my freshman year because they would just kind of hit the water. It would be really painful looking. But like I was even back then when it was just that dive team, I always liked hanging out with the dive team because I was good at swimming, but I just didn't like swimming, so I would just go hang out with the divers.
Yeah, you were good at swimming, Joe. Like especially towards the end of your career and high school.
Which is that's something I want to get into later, like in my own channel, is that whole story, because that's kind of messed up what happened to me. But like I would always like hang out with the divers, so I saw that there was new divers. I was like, oh, whatever, they might be cool, you know. You guys seemed charismatic, like you guys were having a good time. Mm-hmm. Like from a distance, like because they were already friends, so there was already like a loud energy.
Yeah,
very
loud.
And I'm a loud energy.
We brought the energy. I feel like the girls would have been like super quiet and just been to themselves.
Well, yeah, and then like I don't know. Like, I knew that our one friend was friends with, he's on my channel, I can say his name, but Bobby was good friends with, like, or not good friends with, but they knew Dom, and, like, they kind of knew each other for some reason. I was like, okay, and I forget why you played Fortnite with
I did not like Bobby freshman year, but me and him are, like, good friends now.
Oh, Bobby was different freshman year.
So much different.
I made fun of him a lot freshman year.
Oh, no, you did.
The whole swim team did.
I mean, yeah.
It's because he was an idiot.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's like, it's because I thought Dom was chill, so I was like, chances are you're chill. So I was like, okay. And then I don't know why I decided to just mess with you guys. I was probably just bored. It's just like, you know, me not answering the door today. It's like, I just do
something
things.
that happened.
It's just something that I do.
Wait, do we bored? I feel like swimming is so boring.
No, swimming is like, swimming wasn't boring for me, actually.
I feel like
diving's more fun, and even when you guys remember when I used to just go up there and I would dive, and the coaches would get so accurate. It was only the one coach would get really mad at me, and he would be like, "Get over here now! What are you doing?"
When? What's that?
We've had him on the board before. I remember him doing the dive off the board.
I don't remember that, but
it was
sounds like something that would happen.
You guys were teaching me how to dive off the board.
It was so sketch.
But it was only because like. It's swimming for me is what but you have to remember, I swam for like 13 years of my life. Swimming for me was a time to just like clear my head. Cause it's kind of like when you're not going a million miles an hour, which we know that during practice I thought was dumb, and I worked on my stroke instead, and I would get yelled at.
Stroke.
Exactly, but I would just think in my head, it was a good meditation almost. Because even if I had, like, let's say I had a bad day, you know, something bad happened, you know, my girl left me, my dad got hit by a car, you know, something really terrible happened, I could just swim and I could just think, and it was like a reflection time. Away. It was like a reflection time, because it's almost like your whole body at a certain point, because especially once you get into it, you start to kind of just lose feeling all over, in a way, I guess. Because you get, like, it's all you really hear is your head, and all you really see is the bottom. And it's the same thing for like 2 hours.
Okay, so dive practice, it's more like, so we when you're not on the board, it's like a completely different energy, but when you're on the board, it's like kind of, with the swimmers, like in practice, it's a lot louder. So it's almost like you have so much to think about that you just don't think. Mm-hmm. So like when I go for a dive, I'm not thinking like, oh God, what if I mess up or anything? It's just like, that's my head. It's just completely silent.
But it's also full.
So like during the flip, it's just like kind of like autopilot, kind of like I just don't think. My mind's like completely clear. And then like when you hit the water, then it's like, oh, okay.
There's certain like correction, like when you have like an actual coach and like someone who's actually like teaching you how to dive. They give you corrections and you have like 1 or 2 things to like work on, but you still like, even though you do all of the other things, it's autopilot. But then you focus on those 2 things.
Let's say someone says do a better throw and point your toes. That's all you think about. Mm-hmm. You're just like, and if something else goes wrong, you just don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Like let's say I do like a better throw and like I point my toes, but like I have like no height or whatever, and I'm just like, I didn't even think about that. I was thinking about the other 2 things.
Or you think about it and then you forget about one of the other things.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
mean, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and then it's just like you get better over time.
But you think that like the only time you really overthink is when you're like on the board at a meet and it's literally 100% quiet and all you hear is like rippling of the water and you're like,
oh, that's the thing for me. I just don't think about anything at all. Like there's nothing that goes through my head and in a meet.
In a meet?
Yeah, in a meet, nothing goes through my head.
Before I take off, nothing's in my head, and then as soon as I take off, it's gone.
You want to know what happens in my head? What happens in my head? Because remember, I was a weird swimmer, right? I did 50 and 500.
Mm-hmm.
What happened in my head is like basically, I would memorize a song completely, like not even like thinking about it, but it would just play in my head automatically as if I was listening to. I wouldn't hear anything. It was completely like I was completely like, and it wasn't like before on the block I was thinking about stuff. My head was empty, but as soon as I hit the water, it was a song playing in my head.
It was like...
Because also, like, in a way, I guess my arms kind of acted as a beat, I guess you could say, because it's right by my head. But that's, like, all I thought about.
Dude,
I sailed away to China in a little rowboat to
I'm not
find
gonna lie, I'm so
Break
serious.
my stride.
That was a 500 song. I'm not even kidding. That was a 500
That's
song.
hilarious.
The one where I went my best time, like, under 5. That was like,
that was the song?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I was vibing. Well, you have to remember, Dom also, like, laced me with,
okay.
G Fuel.
Oh, dude, was that the day that you, like, were in last, and then you just, like, came, like, second or something?
And then you gave me, like, straight up horse fuel, and then I went, like, I dropped so much time.
I remember, like, you were, like, in, like, last, and all of a sudden, like, the last little bit, you just took off, and all of a sudden...
I took to first, right?
Yeah, and you just popped off, and you came out the water, like, huh? And everyone's like,
I think I remember that.
No, what we would do is we would get G Fuel. You would dry scoop the G Fuel, and then you would wash it down with Mountain Dew.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
And then, like, right after, you'd feel like your heart go...
Oh, yeah. It was an experience. It felt like you were in, like, a video game and you just took a bunch of damage. You were just like... it's like your heart was beating... Your eyes just started turning red. You're just... I remember afterwards, bro, I was shook. Because I basically used up all the energy that gave me, but then my body went up and down so fast I was just like, I had no feel. There was no feeling.
Death time.
Pretty much. So it's interesting.
So
I mean, when you guys aren't on.
So the it's colder now. The seasons are changing, right?
Yeah.
Seasons are changing in life, and seasons are changing in sports.
Fortnite.
In Fortnite. Is it actually?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
we got Thanksgiving. We just had Halloween. You are a big proponent of Halloween.
I am.
Elaborate. Why Halloween and not
why
Christmas?
Halloween?
Okay, Halloween. Okay, here's how I imagine I kind of have, because I have an over analytical thing where I kind of try to analyze. Like, I feel like a bunch of different holidays kind of center around a central theme. Mm-hmm. Especially in America, it's kind of like it's evolved so much that it's kind of around a central theme.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And like Halloween is like kind of the time to, like, in my opinion, Halloween is the time to be like the most creative holiday. Because it's like,
yeah,
that's true.
Like, you have so much room to just be and like what you want and what you want to do, and do it with your friends, do it with, you know, if you have a girlfriend, your boyfriend, you know, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you can do whatever. Like, you can go to parties, or you can just have your girlfriend over and like carve pumpkins. Yeah, you can legit dress up any way you want.
Yeah, and like, as much as I like Christmas, but like, I'm really a good guy for when it comes to creativity. I love creativity. I love seeing things that are kind of original ideas, intuitive ideas, stuff like that.
With the podcast.
Yeah, with the podcast. Like, it's cool. And like, that's why I feel like I'm like I don't upload I love it, but like I really do, and I really love putting stuff out that I think is fun and creative. Mm-hmm. But like, in my opinion, like, the Thanksgiving's about family, which but like, Christmas is all about Christmas is kind of, to me, it means all about giving of yourself.
Christmas is about Jesus.
Yeah.
Dude, but
primarily.
It
like,
used to be, but now it's just more about gifts.
It's Americanized to be. It's Americanized to be.
Maybe.
It's kind of been Americanized to be giving of yourself to other people, you know, and you like. You know, there's the classic thing, you help someone during Christmas time just because it's like the Christmas spirit. It's just you feel more inclined to help other people, in a way.
For different people, it means different things, but that's like the main sentiment.
That's my takeaway.
Yeah, I feel like that's most takeaway.
It's definitely most takeaways.
It's got less religion. He has time.
But I just like the idea of like encouraging creativity, but also encouraging the creativity of younger kids. Because I like seeing the younger kids who come up with their own creative stuff.
But it
like,
freaking sucks because
really
this
cool.
year, like, no one went trick or treating.
Oh yeah.
There was like no holiday spirit this year.
Oh yeah, I know. I was really upset. I was very upset actually.
Were you giving out candy?
Yeah, we were giving out candy. We still have a 30 box of like, because we give out full bars because I love the holiday and I insist on it. So we have a whole box of full bars and that's never happened before.
My mom went through my brother's drawer of stuff he didn't want, and was like, all right, trick or treat, you either get a trick or a treat, and would give out like the stuff for free, like the little toys, just to get rid of room. And she ran out of tricks, and now she just has a bunch of candy that nobody wants.
I want it.
Dude, thing about Halloween candy is like when I used to go younger, I'd get like a bunch, and I would never eat all of it, and it'd be like Easter, and I'd
eat all of it in 2 days.
Oh, we get different.
This side. I'm on top.
Someone's mowing.
Mowing these nuts. Was that funny?
With the lawnmower 3.0.
Our new
sponsor
sponsor.
Us.
Oh,
Manscaped, sponsor us.
Yeah, sponsor us, bro.
Dude,
I would
just look at the beard.
Bro, I would
Manscaped
love
sponsor.
to get sponsored by them for the sole reason that A, I think their products are good, and B, imagine getting one of those for free.
I'm gonna be honest. I kind of just want like
any sponsor.
No, the ball deodorant. That seems kind of cool.
That seems kind of cool, actually. The ball toner.
Yeah, you just like
ball
get
toner.
Little spritz.
I like the name. I don't know what it does, but
and then it's like plastic surgery and just clogs your sweat pores, so you just can't sweat on your junk.
Really?
I'm just making it up, but that's what it sounds like.
That's what normal deodorant does for your armpits.
Yeah, but like
antiperspirant.
Putting that on your balls
in your jaw.
I feel like it's just not as halls as it could be when you're.
I got a razor in my shower. Right, I got 2 razor heads. One's for the face and one's for other areas, right?
Oh, like
and
eyebrows.
Every time I'm in the shower, I just like eyebrows. I use the eyebrow one every single time I'm in the shower, and I just like give it a quick run through.
Quick lineup.
Quick lineup on the eyebrows. every single time I'm in the shower, and it just stays nice and clean. And then every like 4 showers, I use the face one, or I guess the face one. But it doesn't. I never use it on the eyebrows.
So I've been showering because it's hard to shower. And that's why I'm wearing a hat. But anyways.
Yeah, that's what that smell was.
Yeah.
And that's been Organic Matters. Shower, use your eyebrow razor.
Sponsored by Manscaped.
Dom just wants to bring out that organic scent for the organic podcast.
Yeah, and just keep saying organic, because doing things organically is organic.
It is.
It just means nothing. I just said a sentence that means absolutely nothing. But anyways.
You know what else is organic? Dr. Squatch Body Soap, the sponsor of this episode.
Anyways, check out Joe.
On everything. We'll put his YouTube link in the description.
We'll put the stuff
the
in the description of the YouTube.
And then the YouTube, and then also the podcast.
And then we'll add his TikTok.
To the Twitch.
And the Twitch.
And the talk.
Yeah. And then
we're gonna talk, and then
suck.
And then we go upstairs.
If you go
we see the bird.
You might be able to see a bird sometimes.
And
but
then it'll
Joe's a shark, and it actually doesn't.
And then sometimes it'll go on your shoulder. It'll bite you on your neck.
Kind of like there,
and then we'll go to the dive well again, and then just do more dives.
And that has been
Organic Matters.
As I sit here, society is just crumbling.